Friends, good morning and welcome to part 2 of this question and answer session. This is for 9th to 15th of February. We have already discussed several questions in part 1 and we are going to discuss this 40 questions in part 2. Right? Let us look at the first question. The first question is 97,054 shareholders of India Cements Ltd will become the owners of. I would like to remind you this IPL 20 cricket team Chennai Super Kings is owned by Srinivasan of India Cements. Recently Supreme Court gave judgment that conflict of interest is not acceptable. That means being the owner of one of the IPL cricket teams, he should not become the chief of BCCI. Because of this judgment, the ownership of this Chennai Super Kings, the shares are transferred to the investors. That means 97,000 shareholders now will become the owners of this IPL team Chennai Super Kings. Right? Look into the next question. 20th steering committee meeting of Tapi pipeline was recently held. What is Tapi? Tapi is nothing but Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India. It is basically a gas pipeline from Turkmenistan region to Fazilka in India. It passes through Afghanistan, Kandahar in Afghanistan, Quetta and Multan in Pakistan. It passes through these places and enters India at Fazilka. So, this pipeline is basically a gas pipeline from the gas fields of Turkmenistan to India via Afghanistan and Pakistan. Right? So, this meeting of this steering committee recently held at Pakistan. Right? Look into the next question. At least 300 people were drowned when they were travelling in dinghies. What is dinghy? Dinghy is nothing but a small boat. Dinghy is nothing but a small boat. All of you are well aware that there are serious disturbances taking place in Middle East countries, North African countries, and one such country is Libya. Because of the civil unrest in the country, various citizens of various faiths try to escape from that country through whatever available means. They try to escape from the country because of the civil disturbances taking place in the country. You all very well know Iraq is in trouble, Syria is in problems, Libya is in problems, Yemen is in problems. So, because of the problems internally, citizens want to escape to other countries. What they will do is, they will board unauthorized boats, and sometimes boats of carrying capacity of 30 to 40 are overcrowded with 200 and 300 people. Sometimes they get drowned in the sea. Similar incident occurred when 300 people were trying to escape in dinghies from Libya. They are on way to Europe to escape from Libya to Europe, and these dinghies were drowned in Mediterranean Sea. You all very well know between Africa and Europe there is a Mediterranean Sea. Right, friends? Let us look at the next question. So, name the country which became the market leader in the world with the 700 billion worth. If someone asks you which is the largest company on earth, which is the largest company on earth, it is nothing but Apple. Now, Apple is the largest company on earth, and the second largest now is ExxonMobil, an oil giant. First one is Apple, second one is ExxonMobil, an oil giant. So, the answer for this question is Apple. Let us look at the next question. Ma Television was recently purchased by Star India. Star India is the subsidiary of 21st Century Fox. Star India is the subsidiary of 21st Century Fox, that is The chairman is Mr. Rupert Murdoch. He is the chairman of 21st Century Fox, and its subsidiary Star India recently purchased Ma Television for approximately 2,500 crore rupees. Right? Remember, the chairman and CEO of 21st Century Fox is Rupert Murdoch. Look into the next question. Reliance Power and Rajasthan government signed an MOU to develop. The answer is 6,000 megawatt of power projects. Reliance Power is owned by Anil Dhirubhai Ambani Group. Reliance Power is owned by Anil Dhirubhai Ambani Group, and recently Rajasthan government and Reliance Power signed Memorandum of Understanding for 6,000 megawatt of power projects during the next 10 years. So, the right answer here is 6,000 megawatt. Look into the next question. This looks little strange. Plan to construct a temple for the Prime Minister was dropped after he expressed displeasure over it in Kothadia village of Rajkot district of Gujarat. In Rajkot district, in a village Kothadia, they are planning to construct a temple dedicated to Narendra Modi, but at the instance of Narendra Modi, the proposal was dropped. So, the village is Kothadia in Rajkot district of Gujarat, but this proposal was dropped altogether due to the intervention of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Look into the 8th question now. The makers of MS Dhoni-The Untold Story. Makers of MS Dhoni-The Untold Story. This movie is going to be released based on the biography of MS Dhoni, and the makers of this film recently released a song, Phir Se. Phir Se is just wishing India success in the World Cup. It is like a prayer, it is released. Phir Se is the prayer in anticipation of India's success in the World Cup, which is being held in Australia and New Zealand, and the music director or composer for this album is M M Kreem. Right? M M Kreem is the composer, and the picture MS Dhoni-The Untold Story is based on the biography of Mr. MS Dhoni. Right? Look at the next question. Sureshbhai Patel. He went to United States of America to stay with his son. During morning walk on one fine morning, police interrogated him, and because of the atrocities committed by the police in front of the cameras, his spinal cord was injured and immediately he got paralyzed. He is Mr. Sureshbhai Patel, and the incident occurred in Madison, Alabama, United States of America. Madison, Alabama in United States of America. Now enquiry is going on, and police excesses quite often occur in United States of America against African Americans and citizens from other countries. Now there is serious concern expressed by the citizens in this regard. Right, look into the next question. Supreme Court stayed the arrest of social activists Teesta Setelvad and her husband Javed Anand in connection with the case of Gulberg Society. What is Gulberg Society? This Gulberg Society was in the news because just one day after the train massacre in Gujarat's Kodra district, persons of one particular religion were killed in Gulberg Society. This occurred in 2002. Subsequently, to take care of the right victims, a fund was created, and in that fund there is a case of misappropriation of the fund meant for Gulberg victims, and in this connection recently Supreme Court stayed the arrest of two persons associated with this Gulberg Society, that is Teesta Setelvad and Javed Anand. Right? This Gulberg Society is in Ahmedabad of Gujarat. So, the answer is Gujarat, and you are looking in the picture Teesta Setelvad and Javed Anand. These are representing Gulberg Society, and government of Gujarat wants to arrest these two persons in connection with embezzlement of funds in Gulberg Society case. Right? Look into the next one. Oseltamivir is used to treat. This is the name of the medicine used to treat swine flu. We have discussed in detail about swine flu in the last classes. Swine flu was first found in the year 2009 in Mexico. Basically, it affects lungs. It is infected from pigs, and the medicine to treat it is, brand name is Tamiflu, and actual medicine is Oseltamivir. Right? Let us look at the next question. FIR was launched against Deepika, Karan Johar among others in connection with the obscene scenes in AIB Roast program. What is AIB? All India Bakchod. There were two controversies about this. One controversy is some of the actions of that program were against the sentiments of Christian community. They protested, and subsequently this AIB tendered an apology also to Christians. And the second important point is, some of the scenes were obscene scenes. There is lot of vulgarity in it. So, this AIB knockout is in the news because of these two things. It hurt the sentiments of Christians, and second thing is, some of the scenes are obscene. Because of this, an FIR was launched against Deepika and Karan Johar, who participated in the show. AIB Roast show was occurred in Mumbai. So, the answer for this question is Mumbai. Let us move on to the next question. Two journalists of Al Jazeera, Mohamed Fahmy and Bahar Mohammed. These two are the journalists of Al Jazeera. They were arrested long back by Egypt government. Their newscasts are against the nation's well-being. That means their news are against the well-being of the nation, that is Egypt. Because of that, Egypt government arrested them long back, and recently, after lot of pressure from international community, they were released by the Egypt government. So, answer for this is Egypt. Look into the next question. CPI inflation. I have already told you in the last classes, this CPI inflation as well as GDP are being calculated based on 2012 as the base year. Taking 2012 as the base year, now this consumer price index for the month of January is 5.11%. It is well within the limit expected by the government, because government is normally comfortable when the inflation is around 4 to 6% in a developing country like India. So, as per the 2012 base year, the consumer price index related inflation is 5.11%, which is normally within the limit as expected by the government for inflation. Friends, look at the next question. In United States, online travel operator Expedia is the online travel operator. Recently, it purchased another travel operator, Orbitz Worldwide. Expedia purchased Orbitz Worldwide for a sum of $1.6 billion. So, the answer for this question is $1.6 billion. Friends, look at the next question. Strife-torn Ukraine and International Monetary Fund. This International Monetary Fund, I would like to tell you a few things about IMF. IMF or European Central Bank, or as a matter of fact World Bank, assist the countries who are in trouble. They come forward to bail out the countries, but the irony is they insist on several austerity measures. That means don't induce any wasteful expenditure, reduce your welfare expenditure, reduce your expenditure, and subsidies please reduce it. These are the conditions normally imposed by World Bank, IMF, European Central Bank when they bail out the countries. Right? Recently, IMF agreed to bail out Ukraine by giving a package of $17.5 billion. Recently, IMF announced that it will give $17.5 billion. We have already discussed Ukraine is in problems because Ukraine government wants to tilt towards European Union, but the eastern part and some parts of south, they are not willing to go towards European Union. They want to tilt towards Russia, because of which there is internal strife going on within the eastern part and southern part of Ukraine. Right friends, look at the next question. Majority of the municipal bodies were won by Bharatiya Janata Party in the municipal polls held in Assam. Recently, municipal polls were held in Assam, and in the municipal elections, Bharatiya Janata Party won more number of seats in comparison to Congress, which shows that it is surging ahead in Assam. Having lost Delhi, now it is focusing on Assam, West Bengal, Bihar in the eastern region. Right? Gateway Lit Fest, the literary festival for regional languages. The literary fest for regional languages for the first time held in the name of Gateway Lit Fest in Mumbai. The answer here is Mumbai. So, Gateway Lit Fest is the literary festival for regional languages. Right friends, next one. Yash Bharti Awards are being given to eminent personalities. These Yash Bharti Awards are given by Uttar Pradesh government. These Yash Bharti Awards are being given to prominent personalities by the Uttar Pradesh government. Here the answer is Uttar Pradesh. Friends, next question. If one look at the major hydroelectric power projects in the country, here hydroelectric power projects and their respective states are matched. If you look at the power projects, first one is the Subansiri power project. Subansiri is in Arunachal Pradesh. Subansiri power project is in Arunachal Pradesh. Teesta hydroelectric power project is in Sikkim. Remember friends, these two, Subansiri and Teesta, these two rivers are the tributaries of Brahmaputra river. Subansiri and Teesta are the tributaries of Brahmaputra river. And third one is Maheshwar is in Madhya Pradesh. It is part of the Narmada development projects. This Maheshwar is in Madhya Pradesh. The fourth one is wrong. Koyna project is on river Krishna in Maharashtra but not in Karnataka. So here the wrong answer is Koyna, Karnataka. Koyna hydroelectric project is in Maharashtra. Friends, look at the next one. Export target for the year 2014-15 is, each country will have their own export targets and import targets. Normally any country would like to increase their exports, would like to reduce the imports. Any country would like to have more exports, less imports. Right? Here this year target is $340 billion is the target for exports, which the government is not in a position to meet the export targets this year. And I would like to tell you in this regard, in the month of January, exports fell by 11% in comparison to January 14. Exports are not satisfactory in the country. Because of the reduction in the crude oil prices, import bill also got reduced, because of which we are in comfortable position as far as our foreign exchange reserves are concerned. Right. Move on to the next question. Dream City. What is Dream City? Diamond Research and Mercantile City is going to be the third smart city in Gujarat. Anyhow, this is coming near Surat. This is Diamond Research and Mercantile City because Surat is famous for diamonds. So this Diamond Research and Mercantile City is coming up near Surat. What about other two cities? first smart city is Gift City near Ahmedabad. Gift City. The second smart city is Dholera, which is coming up as part of the Mumbai-Delhi Industrial Corridor. So, first one is Gift City, second one is Dholera, and the third one is this Dream City near Surat. Surat is famous for diamonds. Question. Global Fund ARV. ARV is anti-retroviral. Remember, ARV is anti-retroviral. This Global Fund ARV of $189 million, that is approximately 1172 crores, was awarded to produce HIV or AIDS drugs to Cipla Laboratories. The answer here is Cipla Laboratories. This fund, global fund, is given for the sake of society for the manufacture of HIV AIDS drugs to Cipla Laboratories. Let us move on to the next question. Which of the following completed 100 years of its existence? Of the given establishments, Tata Power recently completed 100 years of its existence. Tata Power, initially they started with 1915 inauguration of Khopoli hydroelectric plant in Maharashtra. Tata Power launched Khopoli hydroelectric project. They commissioned hydroelectric project at Khopoli in Maharashtra in the year 1915. So, completed 100 years of its establishment. Remember, Khopoli hydroelectric project was started by Tata Power in Maharashtra. Look at the next one. Foreign exchange reserves on 13th February touched high of $330 billion. They touched $330 billion and growing now. $330 billion. Out of $330 billion, in various currencies the reserves are $305 billion. Gold reserves are $20 billion. Out of $330 billion, currencies in reserves in various currencies $305 billion. Gold reserves $20 billion. Having known this, look at the next one. 9 were killed and 100 others were injured. 9 people were killed when Intercity Express going from Bangalore to Ernakulam derailed on the outskirts of Bangalore city at a place called Anekal. Right? The outskirts of Bangalore city, this train got derailed, resulting in the death of 9 persons. The train was going from Bangalore to Ernakulam. Friends, look at the next question. Recently, Holy Child Auxilium School was vandalized by unknown miscreants. This vandalization of churches, almost at 5 to 6 locations, this vandalization of churches took place in recent times, and one such incident you are looking into, and in Delhi around 5 to 6 churches were vandalized, and subsequently Prime Minister Narendra Modi assured the community that all the people are free to preach their own faith. And as per the Constitution, Article number 25 says that everyone is free. Freedom of religion is, as per Article 25 of the Indian Constitution, it is guaranteed. But unfortunate incidents of these types are happening in recent times, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi sternly warned the people that whoever do these type of incidents, they will not be left scot-free. Right, friends? 3 persons were killed when a fire broke out in the 6th floor of Cambay Sapphire Hotel near Neemrana. In the 6th floor of Cambay Sapphire Hotel near Neemrana, 3 persons were killed in a hotel, and this hotel is in Alwar district of Rajasthan. The answer is Rajasthan. Look into the next question. Government of Rajasthan is preparing a health policy that focuses on Ayush system. Ayush means traditional medicine systems, traditional healing systems, I would like to say. A means Ayurveda, Y means Yoga and Naturopathy, U means Unani, S means Siddha, H means Homeopathy. Now Rajasthan government is coming forward with a health policy concentrating on these things. Friends, look into the next question. US based Cricket Semiconductor signed an MOU to establish 6,000 crore analog wafer fab with the state of Madhya Pradesh. This 6,000 crore project is going to come up in Madhya Pradesh, and this wafer fab is basically used for integrated circuits. These are basically for integrated circuits. So recently Cricket Semiconductor of USA signed an MOU with Madhya Pradesh government for manufacture of these fabs at a cost of 6,000 crore rupees. Let us look at the next question. PAHAL became the largest cash transfer scheme in the world. It is into the Guinness Book of World Records. PAHAL means direct benefit transfer for LPG. Almost India has got 14 crore to 15 crore LPG subscribers. Out of 14-15 crore LPG subscribers, this direct benefit transfer scheme for LPG, popularly known as PAHAL, was linked with 10 crore accounts. That means 10 crore people are getting directly transfer from banks as LPG subsidy, and this became the largest subsidy scheme anywhere across the world. It is into the Guinness Book of World Records. I have already told you last week, financial inclusion scheme of opening 11.5 crore accounts in a span of 4 months also went into the Guinness Book of Records. Let's look at the next question. A fine of 3.52 crore was slapped by BESCOM. What is BESCOM? Bengaluru Electric Supply Company. Bengaluru Electric Supply Company gave a contract to Infosys, but they failed to prepare the application software to the standards, and recently this BESCOM slapped a fine of 3.52 crore to Infosys. Next one. Sun Pharma has agreed to buy 23% stake in Suzlon. What is Suzlon? Suzlon is the basic wind turbine manufacturer. The founder is Tulsi Tanti. The headquarters is in Pune, established in the year 1995, and it is the 5th largest wind turbine manufacturer in the world. And recently, Sun Pharma, you know who is the head of Sun Pharma? Sun Pharma head is Dilip Shanghvi. Recently, Sun Pharma came forward to purchase 23% stake in Suzlon for a value of rupees 1800 crores. So the answer is 1800 crores. Remember, Sun Pharma founder is Dilip Shanghvi and Suzlon founder is Tulsi Tanti. Right? Look at the next. The Prime Minister inaugurated GE. What is GE? GE is nothing but General Electric. This is one of the oldest electrical manufacturing company of electrical motors, heavy machinery. They are into many other businesses. This General Electric is the corporation, one of the oldest corporations, established in the year 1892 at New York. Started in the year 1892. They recently started their first manufacturing facility at Chakan near Pune in Maharashtra, and this was inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister of the country, Mr. Narendra Modi. Look at the next question. Name the country which released 172 Indian fishermen. This is none other than Pakistan. They were arrested by the Pakistani Coast Guard, allegedly claiming that they trespassed the territorial waters of Pakistan. That means they have gone beyond the territorial waters of India, and they were arrested by the Pakistani authorities, and subsequently, as a goodwill measure, they recently released these 172 Indian fishermen. The answer is Pakistan. Name the country where a terror attack by a gunman at a cultural center and a synagogue killed at least 2 people. This is in Copenhagen, right? It is in Denmark, right? In Copenhagen, recently a gunman opened fire at a cultural center where discussion on free press was going on, and at a synagogue. Synagogue is for Jews, as temples are for Hindus or churches are for Christians. So, at a synagogue and at a cultural center, recently firing took place in Denmark, that is Copenhagen city, and 2 persons were killed. Right, look into the next one. Name the bank which published full page apology for helping clients to evade tax at its Swiss arm. Every one of you know that Switzerland is famous for banks secrecy. That means when somebody invests money in Switzerland bank, if somebody deposits money in Switzerland bank, it is not known to anyone else. But this was history. Recently, bank secrecy laws were broken. Switzerland is required to announce the names, whoever are having secret accounts. And bank secrecy laws are getting broken nowadays because of the agreements between various countries so as to catch hold of tax evaders. In this context, recently HSBC, which is nothing but Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation, recently admitted that they helped some of the bigwigs to escape tax. Right? So, HSBC recently gave one-page advertisement apology for following such dubious practices, and they facilitated some bigwigs to evade tax. Look into the next question. First Visitors Award for the Best Central University. Who is the visitor of Central University? Central University visitor is the president. And among the Central Universities, one award will be given, that is First Visitors Award for the Best Central University. This has gone to University of Hyderabad. Friends, look at the next question. Snowman Logistics is into cold chain, refrigerated vans, refrigerated containers, refrigerated space. So, they are into cold chain, that is Snowman Logistics is one of the largest cold chain companies in India, right? Indian Seed Congress. Indian Seed Congress 2050 was recently held at Agra. Agra is the famous city in Uttar Pradesh. Recently, Indian Seed Congress was held at Agra. Right? So, with this, let us conclude this question and answer session, and we will meet next week. Have a nice time. Thank you.